Mrs. Muscle and I are going to cut up a hot tub today. We're going to help this customer in North Phoenix. We're actually in Anthem, Arizona, and we're going to remove this for them today. So they said it's not working the way it's supposed to, and they want to replace it. So we're just getting our tools set up, and one of the first things you want to do after your tools are ready is make sure the power's turned off and disconnected. So usually customers will drain the hot tub and disconnect the power themselves. Sometimes they ask us to do it. If that's something you're gonna do, you better know what you're doing, otherwise you can electrocute yourself. You don't wanna die.
No.
By electrocution, most likely. So that's what we're gonna do next. This is a wire tester. This one probably needs some new batteries, but if you know an outlet's on or a wire's live, you should get a red beeping sound. So if we come over to these wires, we've already checked the circuit breaker. We know it's turned off, but just for sanity, it's a good idea to check all your wires. So we know that wire's hot, and this read that it was a hot wire. These are obviously turned off, so we know that they're safe to be removed. Now that the power is disconnected, it's safe to work on this spa. What we're gonna do is take out both of the pumps as well as the spa controller. Those are kind of the heavy metal pieces of the spa. We're gonna haul those out to the trailer. Those can all be recycled. We're also gonna take out the panel that was covering the spa and the cover for the spa. Kind of clean up our workspace as we go along. Then we'll start cutting into the spa itself. So we can't reach the back side of this corner, so we'll just pry it off the ground somewhere over here. Something that you learn pretty quick is a Sawzall doesn't do real good cutting an object that's moving. So what I mean by that is it cuts through the hot tub fine because the hot tub's not moving. But these hoses and wires and stuff, they just shake. And it can be dangerous if the Sawzall blade gets snagged on that. So just keep a pair of loppers in your truck that you use for hot tubs. That's what we do. Good to go. reason why we cut up hot tubs, it's two reasons. Reason one, it's a lot more practical for us to maneuver it in sections, either thirds, halves, quarters. We tend to go with quarters. It makes it so much safer and easier for us to get it to the trailer, which is about 100 yards away, through a yard, around a pool, down a side of a house, through a gate, past a narrow bush walkway area. And so for us, it just makes so much sense. Second reason is that the dump that we use will charge us a $50 handling fee if we don't cut it up. So the main reason is for practical reasons, just maneuvering it. No, a lot of guys have switched over to using a sled. Looks like a big plastic sheet, kind of like this actually, with some ropes on either end. And a couple strong people can sure pull and push that thing out. But again, for us, it's just more practical to cut it up. The other thing I want to share with you is that if you love watching people cut up hot tubs and you want to learn more about that, click on our playlist below to see us cut up about 25 hot tubs. We'd be happy to share that with you too. So now that it's cut up, we've already hauled two pieces out. We had the last 2 quarters. Then the floor. This actually acts like a bottom shell layer underneath the hot tub. Kind of catches all the pieces we cut too, or rotted out. A lot of times there'll be a rat's nest on top of this, you know, underneath the spa, but on top of this layer. So if you can keep the walls on your hot tub, it holds together more structurally, and you can use your hand truck, just go under this side, and that should fit in between most gates. So that's what we're gonna do now. So depending on how you pack it in the trailer, it can take up 7 or 8 feet long and about 7 feet wide, plus this little debris in the back.